Hi, I'm Joe DiMatteo of the Ask the Pharmacist Group. Thanks for joining us once again on our Health Minute. And I'll have to say minutes because they run a couple of minutes, but thanks for joining us. Healthy aging. I've done a number of video casts on skin health as we age, the importance of doing certain things, how you eat, what you consume, adequate rest, what you put on, makeup, how it affects, how it damages, traumatizes the skin. And that's one aspect. But just a general theme of healthy aging. How do we age reasonably well? How do we age reasonably healthily? I think there's a couple of ways. There's 4 basic points that I want to give to you today that I think will help you understand that it's important to know the basics about the aging process and how you can mitigate some of the complications. Number 1, lose weight. If you're overweight, I think this is one of the key factors because being overweight, you produce a tremendous amount of inflammatory proteins and cytokines, which leads to nothing but problems: degenerative joint disease, cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, dementia, Alzheimer's, and aging of the skin, aging of tissues, aging of organs. Number 2, consume less. I think as a general theme and as a population, we consume way too much food, portion-wise. Number 2, even if our portions aren't out of control, we consume way too many calories, way too many sugars, way too many refined flours and sugars, and way too many saturated types of fats. We consume way too many calories. You want to age healthily, you want to age reasonably well, consume less. I don't know how else to say it to you. Consume less calories. I think one of the other ways to help you do this is to reset even your fat loss hormones, reset your immune system. One of the basic ways you can do that is by breaking the fast. You should never eat after 7 at night. You should not be eating meals or having large snacks after 7 o'clock. That should be a cutoff point. Pick a time. It should be 7. And the reason why then we would call it breaking the fast, you want to go all the way through till the next morning until 6 or 7. You should have 11 to 12 hour period where you do not consume foods. Breaking the fast. Number 3, move. We're built to move. We're built to exercise. When you move, you raise irisin levels. When you raise irisin levels, it helps you to manage your weight, number 1. Number 2, it's now being documented to actually help to stimulate bone formation. So as we age, our bones, we become catabolic. We want to break down. This will help to maintain your bone mass as well as your lean muscle mass. Last, be passionate. I think one of the main things that we've got to see is that we lose our passions. We're not involved passionately about spiritual things. We're not involved in a physical sense with others. We have a tendency to become a little drab, down, and dispassionate. So I'm going to give you a couple quick points. Give. The Bible says that as you give away from yourself, as you cast your bread upon the waters, after many days it'll return unto you. This is not just about your finances. This is also about giving away of yourself. See, when you give away to others, God will enlarge and embody you with others giving back to you in support socially and in many ways that you might need help. Lastly, be passionate spiritually. Nehemiah was the second in charge, or if I should say the cupbearer under Artaxerxes in Persia. And he asked his fellow countrymen about what was going on in his homeland in Jerusalem. And they told him that it was a shambles. As his fellow Jews had come back from exile, that the city of Jerusalem was in shambles. The walls were broken down. They were spiritually broken. They were emotionally broken. And the physical surroundings were broken. And let me just read this to you. He questions his friends. And they are in great trouble and disgrace, he's told. The walls are broken and they are broken. When I heard this, Nehemiah said, I sat down and I wept. And for days I mourned and I wept and I fasted and I prayed to the God of heaven. He rebuilds not only the walls of Jerusalem, Nehemiah, God rebuilds and enables him, but I believe what happened here, Nehemiah was impassioned and you have to read the story, read the book of Nehemiah. He impassioned thousands to get on board with him. Be passionate. It will help you to age more gracefully. God bless you. See you on the next Health Minute.